I don't think we could be more excited. I think we've been looking forward to this for a really long time and feel ready for it. So, adds to the excitement.
Yeah, I mean, she said it perfectly. We've been training for 8 months now for this rematch, and I think we can look at the tapes and learn learn a lot from it, and get a better result this time.
How happy are you with what you saw over the weekend against UVA and St. John's?
Yeah, the team came in prepared this preseason, led by these two on my left and right. They're fit, they're excited, the energy's fantastic, the leadership is very good, and we're 89% at home all time on Jeffrey Field, so get a chance to play at home in front of our home crowd. This is why players choose to come to Penn State.
Are you anticipating a big crowd given this?
Well, I think that we're just going to take all the fans from the field hockey game against Old Dominion at 5 o'clock, take all those fans and take them right over to Jeffrey Field, and hopefully both teams will come out with a win.
For the ladies, how strange was it not having Maya and Taylor in front for the season?
It's a little different, but we have some great players up top right now, and it's fun to play with different people, and we're excited for them to come back, and we're excited for what they're doing out in Japan. So we know that they're cheering us on, and we're cheering them on. So it's definitely a little different, but it's fun at the same time.
Coach, how some of the other players embraced that opportunity so far to see more playing time?
You've just seen it across the board. You know, we as coaches, it's a thrill because we're able to give players like Kendra Coney, who has come in fit 2 straight years, works as hard as anyone, and she got her first start on Sunday, and what a thrill as a coaching staff to reward her for all of her efforts. But certainly across the board, we've seen that players stepping up in big moments. Erin Kehoe having a great assist against UVA. These are names that haven't been in the box score in the past, but obviously are stepping into these roles and doing a great job of it.
Is there anything you saw over the weekend that surprised you that you weren't expecting to be so successful at this point?
I think the most important thing that I saw this weekend was our response to giving up a goal against UVA. And at that moment, Maddie Evans grabbed the ball out of the back of the net. She looked her teammates in the eyes and gave them a couple fist pumps and gave them confidence. And 1 minute later, we turned around and put a ball right in the back of the net. And that's 3 years in the works for these guys. That's learned response to tough situations. And you know, obviously every team across the board in every sport goes through their ups and downs, and it's how your leaders and your seniors deal with it that's going to dictate the flow of the season. And that was probably for me the most important moment of this past weekend.
And how big was that for you and for the team that you were able to turn around and get a goal that fast?
It was pretty exciting. It says a lot about our team in general. We're blue collar, Penn State even blue collar, work hard, and we went down and we looked at it as a challenge, and we were like, we can't back down after this. So I think we all just looked at each other, and we did not want to lose to Virginia. We didn't want to tie Virginia. We wanted a win out of that game, and it just came down to how much hard work we've put in over the past couple weeks and how much work we want to put in going forward. So it was just, I think, a true testament to our character as a team and where we want to go this season.
Christy, you've been through the U20 and leading that into the season. How much does that help you as far as your mentality and the way you approach college soccer versus the international soccer?
Always representing your country is amazing, and I'm very grateful to wear that jersey, but I'm just as grateful to wear the Penn State jersey. You know, you grow up with these girls, and you call like your best friends. So I'm very excited to play for Penn State and honor this tradition, and hopefully continue with the national team program after I'm done here at Penn State. But you can't put, I guess, a price tag on playing here at Penn State. I mean, it just means the most to me, and I'm grateful to do it. So hopefully the national team has prepared me for Penn State as much as Penn State has prepared me for the national team.
Coach, have you seen the team embrace, maybe not embrace, but have a little extra motivation because of the difficulty of the early non-conference schedule?
When these guys commit to Penn State, that's all part of the philosophy, obviously. Just like Shar talked about with field hockey, we want to compete against the best, and we wouldn't be able to get the quality of players that we get if we didn't schedule these opponents every year. Now, you schedule a few years in advance, so sometimes it's the luck of the draw when you bring the defending national champions into your home field. With that being said, obviously, year in and year out, there's some names that you always know are going to be in there. But obviously, we're thrilled for this weekend and looking forward to both Stanford and Central Michigan.
How tough is this stretch going to be? After this weekend, you're only going to have one more home game until the last day of September.
Yeah, we felt going into this season, even scheduling a couple years in advance, we knew the quality of our senior class, and we knew we were going to want to put them through all sorts of challenges. So different years are dictated, the scheduling of different years are dictated by your personnel. And when you looked at our roster, when these guys are sophomores, we felt very good about the 2012 season. And so we wanted to challenge them as much as possible. Our hope and desire is to meet Stanford again in the national championship game. And this is an opportunity for us to see them and for them to see us, and have an opportunity to show that, to prove to ourselves that we're capable of competing at that level.
Any more questions? Yeah, for Maddie and Christine, just with everything that's happened with the athletic department in the last year, does it, and this summer, even though obviously it wasn't the soccer team, it was football, does it give you guys any motivation or excitement to really kind of do well this season for Penn State?
Well, I think we've always resorted back to the fact that we're at Penn State for a reason. We came here for a reason, and we're set out to do many things. We have many goals within the team, and we've always wanted to perform our best on the field, academically, stick to the things that make us who we are, and we have a very strong commitment to moving forward and committing to what we've always been set out to do.
Just one last thing about these two sitting on either side of me. There was a moment this weekend where we drew a penalty kick, and I looked up, and these two were on the field arguing over who was going to get the opportunity to put the ball in the back of the net. And I think that epitomizes this team right now. Whether it's Maya Hayes and Taylor Schramm reaching back to us, this team reaching out to them, the celebration with Mallory Weber, the young player, scoring 2 goals. The unselfish behavior of this team right now defines this unit, and it's led by these two and led by our seniors. And again, if there's anything I'm proud of the Penn State women's soccer team, I think they're great role models. We're looking forward to working with the Special Olympics this afternoon out on Jeffrey Field, and then welcoming hopefully the community in on Friday and Sunday.
Thanks.
Yep.